Hello and welcome to India Today SoSouth. I'm Gautam Shankar. The Lok Sabha election results have thrown up quite a few surprises, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi's BJP-led coalition is currently, as we speak, leading as India counts the votes. So the vote counting is still underway. The final results are not out, but the trend so far suggests that the BJP might fall short of majority on its own. And as a united opposition led by the United Congress continues to make gains. So while the NDA is all set to return to power, the brand Modi might be affected. Now, Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge as well, speaking about the mandate today, he said that this is a clear mandate against Prime Minister Modi, he's described them as moral and political defeat. The Modi brand, however, has that taken a dent? That is what we are here to discuss and understand. Basically, because the NDA here was basically aiming at a target of Abke Bar 400 bar, but now they are struggling to even go past 300. But now this has given a stage for the opposition parties, hoping that this election will give them a platform and see that brand Modi will start fading away. So to discuss more on this, joined in by brand guru and analyst Harish Bijoor on the show. Thank you for joining us today, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. My
Right.
pleasure.
Harish Bijoor, now this election, does it really prove that brand Modi is not invincible anymore? Because it was perceived, as, at least the perception that was built up was, it's like no one can challenge him. But this time, the election results show that he may not be as invincible as at least portrayed by the BJP.
Okay. Firstly, I want to say that the election results are very, very exciting. If you're a neutral person who's watching it, if you're a party person, of course, there'll be disappointment at one end and happiness at another. But the point is that, if you look at what the election results do to brand Modi, I don't think it brings negativity to brand Modi as much as it possibly, puts brand Modi on a kind of a bit of a stoppage point where brand Modi might want to consider how to rebrand and how to take the next few steps. But does it cause a negative appeal about brand Modi? Not at all, because I'm using a numbers oriented attitude to branding. A brand, by my definition, is a thought that lives in a person's mind. In as many minds as you live as a positive thought, you are that positive. In as many minds you live as a negative thought, you are a negative brand. But when it comes to brand Modi, I think brand Modi is a function of the total vote share the party BJP got in this elections. Let's put it at 39.6% at this point of time, which means to say that out of the people who turned up to vote and the vote share that you have got is 39.6, everybody who voted for the BJP possibly thinks brand Modi is a very solid brand. And that is the numbers side to it. If there's another brand which comes up, a political party brand, which gets 42%, then that political party brand is 42% larger than, than the Modi brand that we're talking about. But at this point of time, I think the Modi brand still remains a dominant brand.
All right. All right. Harish
Yeah,
Bijoor, also keep in mind that the perception that was built up over these elections,
yeah,
talking about Abke Bar, 400 Bar, we are invincible, and the
yeah,
Congress
yeah,
is literally a
yeah,
joke. But now the
yeah,
BJP is in a situation where they have to rely on their allies now, which wasn't the case in 2019 as well. And 2014 was also a sweeping mandate of sort. But this time, 2024, they expected the Modi wave, is how they describe it, to keep growing further. But that doesn't seem to be the case with Modi needing the support of the allies this time, and very crucially, where even
yeah,
the
yeah,
Congress could
yeah,
get them away from the
yeah,
BJP.
yeah, yeah.
Doesn't that matter in this discussion that we're
Yes,
having?
Gautam, this is a moot point
Hmm.
because please note it's a very important point. If you look at the fact that let's theoretically say that by the time counting closes, the BJP has 243 seats in its account, and
Correct.
50 seats come from the rest of the NDA, and let's
Yeah.
say they get 293 seats. Now, what this means is that the BJP as a party is a conglomeration of 243 seats. Now, if you look at 243 plus 50, which is 293, it is still short by 107 to the 400 mark that the BJP was talking about. And the point is that please don't talk about your numbers before the numbers happen. That is, a very important thing to keep to mind, because look at it this way: the BJP has won 243 seats. It's the number one political party in the parliament at the single largest political party in the parliament at this point of time. But the mood in the BJP camp and in the cadre is that of a loser. Why? Because the imagination is we should have been 400 par, and out of 400 par, we are only 293, which means it's a defeat. So the winner is feeling like a loser, and a loser is possibly feeling like a winner. So it's a question of saying where you start. If you look at the India conglomeration, they started as underdogs. They did not go out of the way and shout from the rooftops that we will get 400 plus or 300 plus. They said we will take what we get, literally. But the point to take note of is he who claims the higher number and he who gets the lower number is going to get affected. So it's a morale issue. It's more a morale issue. Even a winner must have a positive morale all the time. Not possible. I mean, in this case, the winner's morale is down and the loser's morale is high, up. And I think, that's the complexity of it. Simply one simple moral to take out of this: please don't talk your numbers before the numbers happen. Because none of us know.
Yeah.
It's the Janta Janardhan that knows the numbers. How
Yeah.
can you and I say that we will get so many seats? That math doesn't work. Indian
Yeah.
election is total chemistry,
Yeah.
not only math.
Yeah, as right, like you rightly pointed out, it's not just math; it's about chemistry and as much as about slogans as well when it comes to politics in India. Because BJP in the past also we've seen them. Even in 1996, "Ab ke bar," Atal Bihari slogan that was there, and it's not like Congress has also done this. But this time, by projecting "Ab ke bar, 400 bar," and also, their whole election campaign was centered around, in a sense, around the Ram Mandir, saying that okay, we did this, which wasn't done by the Congress government. It hasn't been done for decades together, but we came in here and we did it. And you end up losing from the seat of Ayodhya. So that's what happened in Uttar Pradesh. While the BJP has been defeated in Uttar Pradesh as well, where it's in the 80 seats, they was probably going to get a bigger seat. That was the imagination, but SP has swept over there as well. So in terms of all of this, when you have a poll plank like Ram Mandir, and then you end up losing Uttar Pradesh, and you end up losing in Ayodhya, and also your opposition is making gains so much so that they have gained 100 seats and you have dropped seats. Isn't that a telling factor in the discussion about Brand Modi?
If you look at it, the key issue would be one of brand humility.
Okay.
Brands are meant to be humble. Brands are meant to take a humble stance to become big. Uh,
Yeah.
there are two ways of building a brand. One brand could start by saying that I'm the biggest and therefore makes everyone believe that you're the biggest. The other
Yeah.
way is to start that I'm nothing, and then anything that comes by becomes yours. So it's a question of saying, extremely critical to assess the humility factor in brand building and to ensure that, one is very careful in what you say. I'm okay with slogans. I'm perfectly okay with slogans. I'm very, very happy with many of the slogans that the Bharatiya Janata Party has brought to the fore at
Yeah.
various points of time. Whether it be Skill India, whether it be 20 other things, whether it be Make in India. I mean, that's a great thing to go for. Anything that's related to the people is great.
Hmm.
But when it comes to the party, we must be careful what we say. Because
Yeah.
we cannot say that I will get 400 plus, and if you don't get that 400 plus, then the opposition parties use it as a whipping stick. And I think that's
Yeah.
exactly what the opposition is doing now, using that as a narrative. You said
Hmm.
you're getting 400 plus, and you actually got 243 plus 50, which is 293. Hey, listen, guys, 293 is a big number, and they've got it. And this is
Yes.
where the winner feels like a loser, or the
Hmm.
winner is made to feel like a loser, and the loser feels like a winner. It's
Absolutely.
attitudinal.
Yeah, it's all about the attitude. But also, in your own description, I would just want to know, Harish Bijoor, what could have gone wrong? Because the BJP machinery is all about branding, isn't it? In a sense, I mean, not to discount the other factors that they work on, but this is a game they really mastered. The perception battle, that is one they have got better of all the other opposition parties, and then you need to deliver as well. Once you got the social media game going, once you got the media game going, now when you don't deliver, it affects your perception, isn't it?
Yeah. I've been answering this on N numbers of television channels all of today, the very same question. I'll tell it to you
Hmm.
once again. I'm
Hmm.
simply saying that, when you look at a political party, it has many options to showcase its marketing.
Yeah.
One is digital medium. Now, the digital medium sadly has lost credibility. Okay. Digital medium is like a movie people like to watch, but the morals laid out in the movie will never be followed by anybody. Okay. So it's like that. You watch it, but you don't believe it enough. The second is everything that we have, which is curated mediums of television, print, radio, etc., which has an editor curated. That's more believable. The ultimate medium is that individual home which you reach out to. The BJP has done all three of these things very well. But when it comes to the ultimate home, there are two parts of people, two types of people in this ultimate home. One
Hmm.
is the um, loud minority, and the
Yeah.
other is a silent majority. The silent majority just listens and does exactly what it wants. The silent majority looks at stuff, but maybe doesn't actually go out and acts on it in that manner. And I do
Hmm.
believe the current result that we are seeing is the silent majority speaking. And I
Yeah.
think that's what's caused for number falls
Hmm.
over the targeted numbers
Hmm.
that the NDA wanted.
Right. Right, Harish Bijoor. Also, I just wanted to ask you, when we speak about Modi, he has a sort of uncanny ability to ride out, public discontent over decisions that he takes as well, which do not really pan out the way he wants. An example that I want to quote here is the demonetization that happened, back in 2018. Now
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
able to ride over that, and also during the COVID period is when it was said that PM Modi's brand was at an all-time low, and still he bounced back from that. So will we see a similar bounce back, like in terms of perception?
You know,
It's this.
yeah, Gautam, never underestimate the power of brand Modi.
Hmm,
Never underestimate the bounce back ability of brand Modi. Uh,
right.
Therefore, in this third tenure, that
Hmm,
which is Modi 3.0, you'll see
hmm,
a lot of this happening, I'm sure. So,
hmm.
bounce back is definitely a trait which brand Modi has, and
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll do it.
All right. So basically, Harish Pijo, they're telling us that the brand Modi is here to stay. Do not discount it so soon. And also, you have to remember that brand Modi has been built over a period of several decades now, and then 3 years, 3 times he's formed the government, and that in itself is a statement in itself. And his oratory skills, policies, charisma, and his delivery, and his perception of India's race global stature. These are the things to talk about, isn't it, Harish Bijoor?
Absolutely. So we're looking forward to an exciting time when we have
Hmm.
a very solid government which is going to be in place, and we have a very solid opposition which is in place. Nothing more
Maybe
beautiful than this. Nothing more beautiful. For
nothing more.
after a long period of time, we
Hmm.
have a political equity, a political balance which is
Hmm.
getting established. So I think all of us as Indians, yeah, must feel very happy. We're going to get a strong government at the center, and we're going to get a strong opposition at the center. Great for India, big for India.
Great for India. So in a way, even in defeat, PM Modi has sort of created political equity, which is a plus for India. That's the takeaway from Harish Beju there. Thank you so much, Harish, for
Thank
joining
you.
us on this
Bye.
discussion today. Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye. See you.